What if I told you that one of the most perplexing mysteries in American history happened in broad daylight right in the middle of downtown Los Angeles? And to this day, nobody can really say what happened? The strange disappearance and tragic fate of Elisa Lam at the notorious Hotel Cecil has left police baffled, internet sleuths obsessed, and travelers everywhere just a little more wary of their hotel room doors. Was it a crime, a cover-up, or something stranger? Buckle up, because today on Factual America, we're heading deep into the strange, chilling story that has turned Hollywood's grimmiest hotel into the home of nightmares. Hey there, and welcome back to Factual America, the one place where we dig deep into American mysteries, triumphs, and tragedies. If you love pulling back the curtain on the most bizarre and unforgettable moments in America's past, you're in the right place. Today's story is one that's kept me up at night. The mystery of Elisa Lam isn't just strange. It's packed with twists and details that make you question everything you thought you knew about coincidences, crime, and the dark side of American cities. If you think you already know the whole story, get ready, because there's more to it than just a creepy elevator video. Let's set the scene. It's the start of 2013, and Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old college student from Vancouver, Canada, decides to take a solo trip to California. On January 26th, she checks into the Hotel Cecil, a place with a reputation so dark, even the locals give it a wide berth. This hotel isn't just a budget place to crash. It's a hot spot for true crime buffs and lovers of the paranormal, infamous for suicides, murders, and even serial killers who allegedly called it home. Yet, Elisa's Instagram shows her smiling, exploring Los Angeles, living her dream. But then, just 5 days after checking in, Elisa vanishes. She misses her scheduled checkout, her parents panic and alert the LAPD, and the search begins. The police scour the hotel, even bringing in dogs to sniff every hallway. There's no trace. It seems like Elisa just disappeared. Then, a week and a half later, the police release surveillance footage that instantly goes viral. Elisa, in a red hoodie, gets into the hotel elevator. What unfolds is one of the most unsettling pieces of footage ever seen online. She presses multiple buttons, peeks out of the elevator, steps in and out, waves her hands in bizarre ways, and seems to be hiding from something or someone. She appears paranoid, scared, maybe even playing a game. At one point, she makes strange, almost ritualistic gestures with her hands before the elevator doors, eerily fail to close for an inexplicably long period. Internet detectives run wild. Was Elisa being stalked? Was someone just out of frame, terrifying her into hiding? Or was she hallucinating? Theories spiral, everything from possession to government tests to elaborate hoaxes. But as the days tick by, one fact is clear: Elisa is still missing. It isn't until February 19th, nearly 3 weeks after she disappeared, that her body is found in the most unlikely, nightmarish place, inside one of the water tanks on the hotel's roof. Guests at the Hotel Cecil had been complaining of weird-tasting, discolored water and low pressure for days. No one knew that. While brushing their teeth or taking a shower, they were actually using water tainted by the missing woman's body. The horror only grows deeper. How did she get into the water tank? The tanks are huge, heavy, and difficult to access. The roof is off limits and alarmed. Getting to the top should have set off alarms or stopped anyone without a key. Yet no one knows how Elisa ended up there. There were no signs of external trauma, physical assault, or sexual violence. The official cause of death, accidental drowning. Her bipolar disorder cited as a possible factor. But hold on, there's more. When you start looking into the history of the Hotel Cecil, you realize Elisa Lam fits right into decades of stories that sound too weird to be coincidence. Night Stalker Richard Ramirez, one of America's most sinister serial killers, lived there in the 1980s. Austrian serial killer Jack Unterweger stayed there in 1991. The hotel's so linked to death and tragedy that it inspired the 5th season of American Horror Story. And then there's the chilling, almost unbelievable overlap with a 2005 horror movie called Dark Water. In the film, a young girl's body is found in a rooftop water tank, and residents complain about the water being foul. The hotel even had a creepy red elevator, just like in Elisa's last footage. Was it a twisted coincidence or something more? Investigators faced more bizarre details. To reach the water tank, Elisa would have had to climb up onto the roof, past a locked alarm door or a fire escape ladder, then lift a heavy metal lid. Yet, when her body was found, the lid was mysteriously closed again. No fingerprints, no evidence, no easy answers. Autopsy reports added confusion. Elisa had her personal belongings, including her phone, mixed in with her clothes, which were strangely floating in the water tank. Although her death was ruled accidental, some point out the toxicology report was incomplete. Low levels of her prescribed medication made some wonder if she had stopped taking it, possibly explaining erratic behavior. But for every theory, more questions pop up. Did someone follow Elisa that night and push her in? Was it a psychotic episode? Was the hotel itself somehow involved in something darker or trying to cover its own security failures? As with too many great American mysteries, the answers may never come. So, what do you think happened that night at the Hotel Cecil? Was Elisa the victim of a crime that was expertly covered up? Was it a tragic outcome of mental illness combined with a place steeped in bad history? Or is there something about hotels like the Cecil that draws and amplifies danger? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your take on this deeply unsettling case. Before you check under your bed tonight, don't forget to hit like if you found this story as jaw-dropping as I did, and subscribe for more deep dives into America's most chilling, unsolved mysteries. And if you know another case you want me to dig into, drop it below. Thanks for joining me today on Factual America. Remember, history isn't always just in the past. Sometimes it slips right into our water supply. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and I'll see you in the next one.